So I got a little bored earlier and thought I would prototype an Xbox 360 setup at my desk. As we got my computer right here. Bootleg as anything dual monitor setup, but that's okay. I like it. And I have this space that on the desk was originally for a printer, I guess, and I don't use it for anything. I'll just set stuff there. And I had the idea of, why don't I put another display right here, have one of the 360s here, and be able to game from here. And of course I'm having to run a network cable all the way over to the router. But otherwise, the setup works pretty well. And I say it's a prototype because this isn't the final monitor I'm going to use, not by a long shot. What I'm actually going to use is this Kobe TV, which was used as a display in a pet store for a time. It played a little video for a product, and well, I got a hold of it used, and yeah, it'll work nicely. It's got the HDMI right there. That's an HDMI output 360. See where this is going? Now, like I said, this is just prototyping it, but I mean, it works. Works fine. Only thing is, you don't get sound out of here because this is a, HDMI to DVI setup. So I've had to have an adapter, and I'm running sound through the computer speakers. But you can hear that. And I mean, works fine. It's the same 360 I've been using till I bought the new one. So let's take a look at the back and see how this thing's set up. Now what I've got going on back here for video is an HDMI to DVI adapter, so I can plug into the monitor. And as far as audio goes, I've got one of these little adapters. Don't even know how or when I got this thing, probably nearly 10 years ago in a box of junk a friend sent. And I've got the left and right stereo audio heading out and going into the computer itself. Now, like I said, this is just a prototype. If I get around to doing the final thing, it'll work fine. The only thing is, for this monitor, I'm going to need a VESA clamp on the back, and I've got one in my eBay cart that'll fit onto the desk nicely. Didn't come with a stand. And yeah, so that'll take a bit of time to get shipped here, but if I go with a TV and HDMI, I won't need any kind of crazy audio setup, because I could use one of my monitors right here, and that was the original plan, get a VGA adapter and roll with it, but then I'd have to have an audio solution, and I just don't feel like dealing with it. Even leaving a cable hooked up like I have now would be too much, because then when I do other recording, I'd have to unhook it and make sure there's no static coming from it. It's just a mess. But I was playing some Halo Reach earlier with this, and the setup works, so no issues here. Now the monitor I'd be using is a little smaller than this, but it is a 16:9 aspect ratio. This thing is a 16:10, so it's a little off. That's why you see the black bars at the top and bottom, but it still work. And if I wanted to use this setup, nothing stops it. It's just a little more cumbersome, and honestly, this monitor's pretty crappy. I'd rather use a more modern LED TV for this setup. And even if that doesn't work, I could still use the TV for watching TV, watching DVDs, or hell, hook it up as a third monitor if I really wanted to. Although that would be a weird arrangement. But still, it'd work. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll catch everyone next time. Look at that LED flicker. That's just weird.